Hi, I'm Dave Bullock. Maybe you've heard me on the air here at KPLU saying, stay tuned at 7:30 for Backstage with Richard Moore.
And I'm Dave Nelson. I sort of work at KPLU also. I'm with the news department. This summer I worked with news director Dave Klein on Morning Edition, weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
A couple of months ago, Scott Williams, program director at KPLU, suggested that we do a report for FM 88 News. He ordered us to find and get an interview with Santa and the elves at his North Pole workshop.
For me as a newscaster, this was a fulfillment of a dream, to be sent to the frozen tundra on a news story of this magnitude.
So on behalf of myself, Dave Bullock, and Dave Nelson, we would like to present our report, In Search of Santa Claus.
We started our trek on October 15, 1981. Supplied with a plentiful budget from KPLU, we were off and running.
The delicious sack lunches packed by Paula Svensson lasted all afternoon.
Our jump-off point was Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, where they dropped us off in the KPLU mobile radio van. And since we didn't have any airline tickets or the money to buy them, we started hitchhiking north to the North Pole.
3 diesel trucks, 1 moving van, and a camper ride later, we arrived in Anchorage, Alaska. From there, it was a quick tractor ride to Point Barrow.
At Point Barrow, we borrowed a sled and 8 sled dogs. We commandeered them the rest of the way. It was a gallant, treacherous, violent, awesome, scary, cold, brutal, action-packed, and a very exciting trip. By this time, boy, did we need a shower.
As we neared the end of our trek, we saw the northern lights in all their splendor. Then crossing a snowy ridge, there before our eyes was Santa's castle. It was a sight to behold. The castle sparkled with gold and silver and fiberglass surrogate gingerbread. We were warmly welcomed and invited inside by a group of midgets in green.
Unable to get an interview with the jolly old elf himself, we took the $5 tour around Santa's toy manufacturing plant, where the elves were hard at work. Christmas spirit was in the air, and Christmas music was piped into the building at a deafening volume.
We soon became aware of the subliminal messages cleverly concealed in the music.
Don't talk to other elves. A clean elf is a happy elf. Don't waste nails. Work harder.
We found that Santa kept well ahead of the current trends in toys, especially when our tour guides took us to the computer science department, where the elves design and make the most popular and sophisticated electronic toys. The very toys you'd like to find under your tree this Christmas.
Ha! I got him! I killed the Martian! I got another one!
We talked to computer expert Herman Bringtren about some of the newest developments in home video technology.
Just what can these computers do?
Well, here at Santa's workshop, or I should say the Children's Play Technology Research Lab, or simply CPTRL, we've been developing high-level video and graphic software to fully complement our 8700B micro hardware system. This package would be a true jewel for any family unit to own. We do all the programming in advanced PBL3, so all the user has to do is plug it in, push in the cartridge, and play the game.
This computer croquet game is so realistic, why, it's just like there's a little man inside.
No lie, Dave. Look over there.
Help! Don't put me in there! Help! Help!
Gosh, they stuffed that elf right into that little video cartridge.
Suddenly, the room grew quiet. We turned around, and whom to our wondering eyes did appear but Father Christmas, old Saint Nick himself. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jam.
Herman!
do you have the digital weather readout over North America and the Panama regions?
Hello, Santa. I'm Dave Bullock
And I'm Dave Nelson.
for KPLU-FM. Could you answer a quick question for us?
Sure. Anything for the press.
Have you made your list and checked it twice for this Christmas season?
Oh, well, we started computer listing years ago. I have access to your credit card and police records now, so I can tell who's been naughty and nice.
Santa, time for dinner.
Well, I've got to go now. Have a Merry Christmas. Elves, get back to work.
And the elves return to work singing merrily.
Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Fa la 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 la. Merry Santa, Merry Christmas. Oh,
Deck all with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Dawn we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la.
see the blazing Yule before us.
I'm Dave Bullock.
And I'm Dave Nelson, wishing you a Merry Christmas from the North Pole.
In merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, fa la 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 la.
Coming up next month, Dave and I will be going to Africa in search of cheetah. We'll be interviewing Jane and Boy as well.
Well, until then, we hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This has been a production of KPLU-FM.